As we inch closer and closer to the release of Seven Deadly Sins Origin, there are a couple of dates that are coming very soon you need to keep an eye on. But it's okay if you happen to forget, because since you're going to be subscribed to the channel going forward, I'll keep you guys updated on all of that information. Now, there's a couple of dates like I mentioned, and firstly, it's going to be June 6th, and then about June 21st or 3rd, I'll confirm in the video as well, where we're going to get a couple of different pieces of information. So if you're not up to date, Seven Deadly Sins Origin is an open world style Netmarble produced mobile / PC, I assume it'll be on console as well, game around the Seven Deadly Sins IP. Again, I will be covering the game extensively when it comes out, so make sure you guys keep up with me here. All right, Netmarble is an open world RPG development by Netmarble in the Summer Game Fest 2025 in California. On June 6th, we announced that we will publish the latest trailer for the game. So yes, on the 6th, that is our first quick date that we need to keep an eye on. They will be releasing the next gameplay trailer for the game. They released a trailer like a month or so ago, but it was just like reused information that we had already seen. Really, this game kind of probably got announced a little bit too early, because what, didn't they announce it like back in 22? So basically they started production on this a couple years prior to that. So around the time of the other Seven Deadly Sins taking off, they started to work on this game as well, but it's been heavily delayed. And so hopefully with the next trailer on the 6th, we do see some really big stuff as it pertains to this game. Hopefully in that trailer, we can also get an actual release date, because we still don't have a literal release date, other than the fact that they are starting to really ramp up. They had gone radio silent as it pertains to this game for quite a while. They weren't saying anything about it at all. Information was extremely dry. It was just little tidbits of nuggets of information, if anything. And so I assume that's because we are going to be getting a release this year, and that's mentioned here as well. So let's go ahead and proceed. Launched in 2020 by Canadian game journalist Jeff Keighley, Summer Game Festival is one of the world's leading game events alongside the Gamescom and Tokyo Game Show in Germany. In about 2 hours of showcases, the announcement of new games that have received worldwide attention have been delivered live, such as on YouTube, and has become a festival of interest to the gamers around the world. Seven Deadly Sins is a work based on the blockbuster cartoon anime from Zhang Suzuki, which boasts a cumulative circulation of 55 million worldwide. Cinematic RPG with 70 million downloads worldwide, Seven Deadly Sins, a long awaited successor to the intersection of light and darkness, Grand Cross of Hikari and Hitomi. It's an open world RPG. So yeah, so they're basically saying it's the successor to Grand Cross. The original multiverse story has unfolded and is the son of the protagonist Meliodas and Elizabeth of the Seven Deadly Sins adventures the Britannia continent as Tristan. So yeah, they built it all around Tristan, it seems like, or at least he is the main character of this. I don't know if they're going to follow. I'd assume they're going to follow the actual story, which means it won't be Tristan. Once upon a time, it was supposed to be him, I believe, but the author decided to go alternative route. But I'd assume that they also, yeah, they're going to mention the Four Knights here. I'd assume that they also have their own original stories as well. That's typically how these games go, especially Netmarble games. They're really good at that. So, you can collect the heroes of the Four Knights of the Apocalypse and create your own adventure yourself with freely customizing your fighting style, which the customization seems pretty interesting. Will raise awareness around the world through its participation in the 2025 Summer Games Fest and further raise expectations for games launch. In the showcase, the latest trailer with HD graphics and cinematic production featuring Unreal Engine 5 are unveiled and are expected to be a hot topic from fans around the world. It's scheduled for release this year, right? So keep that in mind. It is supposed to be coming out this year. So that, again, could change. Hopefully it doesn't. I would love for it to actually come out this year, but we will see ultimately what winds up happening. We also got another lore post a couple of days ago on the game, by the way, while we're here. So the Kingdom of the Liones ushers in a new era of peace. The kingdom has finally regained peace after a long and grueling holy war. Thanks to the will of King Meliodas and Queen Elizabeth, who now rule over Liones, the royal capital has become a lively and vibrant place where various races live in harmony. Located in the heart of the continent of Britannia, the Kingdom of Liones. This is just lore stuff from the series. A mysterious artifact, quote, the Book of Stars, discovered strange phenomena reported across Britannia. And then they show you the location where the Book of Stars was discovered. on an unmarked map that means nothing to me. An unidentified artifact was unearthed in an underground cave near Lake Pendants. Since its appearance, unexplained phenomena have been occurring throughout Britannia. The Kingdom of Liones is currently investigating whether these events are in any way connected to the sudden emergence of the so-called Book of Stars. So there's that as well. And lastly, while we're getting that trailer on the 6th, there was another piece in here that we needed to keep an eye on the 21st, like I was saying. So New Origins follow event in collaboration with Grand Cross. Big reveal happening on June 21st. So they are kind of doing a little bit of cross promotion with Grand Cross, and they're saying that there's going to be a big reveal that we need to keep an eye on that happens on the 21st as well as it pertains to this. So they're launching a campaign for followers over on their Twitter, and they're kind of hyping this up now. So I'd assume, here's the deal. It's possible that we get something like a release date in that Game Fest. However, I don't think it's likely. I would say that I think it's more likely that we get it in that Twitter reveal that they're hyping up. I think that makes more sense as to what we can expect and when we can expect to get a release date, because they are, again, promoting their own official Twitter. So shout out to the news account. But here is a look at the official Twitter as well, in which also my Twitter's in the bottom corner if you guys would like to follow me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. But they are hyping this up now. So this is another thing too where they haven't, again, really talked much about it, but I'm really excited about the game. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below about how excited you are. Is this a game you guys have been waiting for? Is it a game you are going to be playing? I have not played Grand Cross in a few years. Kind of fell off of it when they started producing too many original characters. Now I'm too far gone to even want to get back into it. That's kind of how it is when there's such a backlog. Sometimes it's kind of tricky to say, oh, I'll get back into it. But I bring this up because I'm a little bit disconnected from the series, aside from the anime run that they put on Netflix. That's kind of where I'm at. I could obviously read it. I'll probably wind up reading its story actually before the release of this game, just to get fully caught up. So when I make videos for you guys, I can obviously give you a little bit more information. But, you know, above all else, I think that, you know, I probably would have kept on playing the original Grand Cross. And I don't really mind the original thing so much because I'm so used to it now with solo leveling. It's just a series, solo leveling, that doesn't have so many characters for a gacha game, so they just produce so many original characters. So I've just kind of gotten conditioned to it. And I guess you could maybe say the same thing about this series too. It's kind of weird, but regardless, hope you all enjoyed this quick update, semi-quick update on Seven Deadly Sins Origin. So once again, a couple of times next month, early in the month, and then later in the month, about a month from now, which is when the official Twitter that we're looking at here will be publishing big information. And as always, I'll keep you guys up to date. And this is, by the way, not the official. I just realized this is another leaks page. This is not the official one. There's another one. All right, guys, have an awesome day, and I'll see you all later. Man, I miss the days. I miss the days where verifieds were only for verified pages. All right, guys.